What's going on? What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of the Cans Pats Talk Patriots podcast. Hey man, I appreciate y'all joining me. And as I always say, the ones going to check in later on, make sure you like, share, and you subscribe. Hey man, we had a pretty good Super Bowl last night. Real good Super Bowl, man. I think it lived up to the hype. Eagles Chiefs was a real good game, man. My initial thoughts, I thought the Eagles going to win. I really did. I'm a bet man. I mean, I was gonna go with the Eagles. I didn't really bet too much money on this game, but I thought Phil was gonna pull it out. And it looked like from the start of the game when Kansas City kicked it off, like the Eagles had the upper hand. I mean, the everything the balls in their court to start the game. Hurts looked good. AJ Brown looked good. Devontae Smith, the offensive line, that Eagles offensive line pretty good. Chiefs really didn't get no pressure on Hurts the whole game. I think they probably sacked on one and they rushed him a couple of times, but it wasn't nothing. It wasn't much. And same for the Eagles defensive line. They really couldn't get to Mahomes, which is surprising because the Eagles had coming to the game was like the best defensive line in the league, and they could not get to Patrick Mahomes or whatnot for nothing. So and that's why the outcome of the game, which I get to here soon, that the Chiefs won. But that was a real good Super Bowl, man. I think if you're an Eagle fan, hats off to Jalen Hurts. I mean, he looked good. He deserves every bit of money. I became a Jalen Hurts fan last night. I became a really big fan. I love him. I like Hurts, man. Really do. I got to support Hurts, but I think he doesn't have the arm talent of a Mahomes or Allen. I only think he has the arm like Burrow, and Burrow don't even have a big arm, but it was good enough. And then they got, as we've seen, when you can build around players and put great talent around them, like I like AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Dallas Goedert, Miles Sanders, Watkins, and company. You don't have to have a great arm. You just got to get the ball to them, and that's what the Eagles did. They got a lot of talent. I think the game turned on that Nick Bolton fumble return. I think that's where the game turned. But not really because the Eagles came back from that. They came back from that. They went up again by 10 points. So they had opportunities to win the game. They just couldn't get it done. And on the other sideline, did I say anymore? They got Patrick Mahomes. So we got Showtime over there. And it really I think the Eagles, the Chiefs, the time beat the Eagles. Like they just ran out of time. I would have liked to seen the Eagles get the ball back with a minute and 40. I think that's what was left. I didn't like the way it ended. I don't like the refs calling that flag there. I don't like them throwing that flag there, man. It was a holding call, but you can't call that right then. You cannot make that call that time, man. Let it play out. Let the game play out. But unfortunately, the Chiefs won the game, and we seen what happened. And Chiefs, man, like I said, they don't have no star talent on offense. They got Tony, Juju, Sky Moore, MVS, Marquez Valdes Scantling. That's about it. Travis Kelsey. It's really just Mahomes and Kelsey. I do like the running back, Isaiah Pacheco. I like him. He played really good. And that's something they got something to build on there. But I think the Chiefs and this also they probably got to go out and get them some receivers. But as we've seen, man, great players can make okay players look even better. And that's what Mahomes did. That's what he's always done. And they just proved it last night. You don't have to have star talent all over the offense. You just got to have that guy. And Mahomes is that guy. He's going to alleviate your problems. He really is. He's going to help your defense out because that Chiefs defense really couldn't stop a nosebleed last night. He helped them out on defense because they knew they get the ball with Mahomes. They knew they were going to win the game. They knew he's going to put points up. That second half, the game turned. When the Chiefs came out for the third quarter, after Mahomes got hurt, going into the halftime, Chiefs came out third quarter. They was on fire. Eagles couldn't get a stop. They could not stop it. Andy Reid made some adjustments, and we seen what happened. We seen exactly what happened. So final score is what 38 to 35. But that was a good game, man. I just hate it ended like that with the ref throwing the flag. That was a good game, man. Real good game. I just want to come on and talk a little bit about my little Super Bowl reaction. Wish my Patriots up in it, but unfortunately, that wasn't it. So we're on to the 2023 football season for the Patriots. But yeah, man, real good Super Bowl. We lived up to the hype. I really believe it lived up to the hype, man. That was a good one. I think it's one of this one. I mean, that one and the one the year before was pretty good. Bengals around was good. The past few Super Bowls have been pretty good. They really has. So that's my final thoughts on that game, man. The Chiefs and Eagles. That's my final thought. That's my final thoughts there. But I'm gonna move on to a little bit talk some Patriots football, man. The off season is official. Everybody's 0-0. You got your Super Bowl champions, which are the Kansas City Chiefs. And everybody's chasing them once again. Everybody is chasing the Kansas City Chiefs. How do you coaches and GMs going into the offseason, how do we build our team to beat the Chiefs, especially in the AFC? If you're the Patriots, I was watching the game last night, and I'm like, we're not far from competing, but man, we got some competition in the AFC. You got the Chiefs, you got the Bengals, you got Buffalo, you got the Chargers, Baltimore, Miami, Jacksonville, and then you can get into the Patriots, man. And that's just what if Sean Payton turns Russell Wilson and the Broncos around? That's another team you got to worry about. What if the Raiders get Aaron Rodgers? That's another team you got to worry about. Like, we're not far from competing, but it's just we're in a stacked conference, man. Look at the Eagles. The Eagles don't got much to put up with, and they don't got much to contend with in the NFC. You got the Philly, San Francisco, Dallas. Then who up? Minnesota. They should be better with Cousins and all the talent they got on offense. They brought in Brian Flores on that defense side. They'll be much, but not gonna be that bad defensively. But who else though? You got about 14. Rodgers might be leaving. Brady's gone. Let's see what the Saints do if they can get a quarterback. But who else in the NFC? Nobody really. There's nobody else in the NFC. So I mean, I think that AFC is a lot tougher, man. You put the Patriots in the AFC, they're top 3, 4 team, top 5 team automatically. You put the Patriots in the AFC, but NFC. But then they in that crowd of AFC, man. It does not look good, boy, for their chances. So we got to see this offseason. Like we're chasing our division. Because I think the Jets, talent-wise, they're better than the Patriots. Miami's clearly better than the Patriots. And Buffalo, with Allen and Dick, they're better than the Patriots. So first we got to get out of our own division and beat the teams in our division. Compete with them, which we did. We was third last year. We beat the Jets, beat the Dolphins, albeit they didn't have Tua. But what about Buffalo? We ain't beat Buffalo since I don't know when, since the bad weather game last year, 2021 season. So they won 4 or 5 straight against us. So we got to get out of that little ruckus first, and then we can move on to the teams in the echelon in the AFC. Kansas City, Cincinnati. I do think we are a wide receiver away. Get the offensive line right. We brought in Bill O'Brien. Get your known wide out, and then your number 2s and 3s will fall behind there. Get that, and then get your offensive line right. Add some depth on defense, and you're right there. I really think if we have a good offseason, now let's see what we do in free agency. It's coming up in about a month in the draft. Let's see what we do. But if we add the right pieces, I feel we can be right atop. We can squeeze into that top 5 in the AFC with Kansas City, Cincy, Buffalo. We can get up in there. Depends on what we do in March or April. I really think we're a few pieces away. We're right there. So it's gonna be very interesting to see, man. It's really gonna be very interesting to see. I can't wait. I mean, I know it's day 1 of the off season, but day 1 of the official off season for NFL. You know, you got some XFL about to start up. USFL starts in April. But I think as a Patriots fan, we got a lot. It's a little bit worried about because we're in that stacked AFC, but we're not far off, man. I think we can add a couple pieces here and there. We can get there, man. I think this is a big offseason for us, and I like what we've done so far. Adding Bill O'Brien, got your OC. Adding as I'm on here on live, the Raiders just cut Derek Carr. So they just cut Carr. So that's official. That's getting done. So he's probably gonna go to the Saints. I like what we did in the offseason. Adding Klein. We got Klein from the offense. We got an offensive line coach. Got a tight end coach. Kaylee went to the round. We got Will Lovewood. He was former with Bill O'Brien, and we got Bill O'Brien as our official OC. So we've been making moves, man. Ever since we came, we've been making some good moves. I like the direction that we're headed. That's good right there. We got to keep grinding, man. We got to keep the foot on the gas, though. We got to add. I think we could be busy in March. Added some new talent. Make some trades, free agents. And you got the draft in April. So we see what we do there. The next month or so, you got the combine. So I'm supposed to be there. I'll probably try to go live, do a live show from there. I will be live at the combine, hopefully, in a few weeks, Lord willing. We're gonna do that. Got the next few weeks. You're probably gonna see some players getting franchise tagged and all that good stuff. Some players gonna start getting cut in the next few weeks. A lot of things gonna be happening. A couple names to keep an eye on: Michael Thomas from the Saints, DeAndre Hopkins from the Cardinals, Keenan Allen from the Chargers. I mean, if you're a Pats fan or whatnot, those are the names we need to be keeping an eye on. Those guys there could be some sneaky pickups for us because we do need a number 1 wide receiver. Me personally, I don't want a guy in the 30s. I would prefer his trade for like a Jerry Jeudy, T. Higgins. Keep seeing T. Higgins, but I don't think that's gonna happen. I think Jerry Jeudy is a more viable option for us. We can get that. But if we depending on what we do in March in free agency, we probably won't. Let's just say in free agency, we go line. We address the offensive line in free agency. Then obviously in the draft, we probably not gonna go line with that first pick. We probably gonna go wide receiver. So if we address wide receiver in free agency or be a trade, then in the draft we're gonna go offensive line. That's typically that's probably how it's gonna go. So we'll see, man. We'll just see, man. I do know these next few weeks, and I'm gonna go live a couple of times this week. I'm gonna start talking some draft. I'm gonna have a special some special guests going on this offseason, as I said before, as I previously said, I'm have some special guests coming on. Doing some giveaways later on in the offseason. Start my draft content this week. I'm gonna start breaking down the draft, some prospects for the Patriots. I'm gonna do a mock draft probably in next month, probably like in March. A month before the draft, I do a mock draft. But I'm gonna start breaking down some drafts, some wide receivers, corners, anything, whatever that's on our list that we need. I'm gonna start breaking them down and coming out here talking to y'all about what I like about this player and things like that. I'm gonna start that up in the coming weeks. Might start on the wide receivers this week because we got the combine coming in 2 weeks. So I might start my draft breakdown this week. But just want to come in and briefly talk about the Super Bowl. I appreciate everybody that's going to join me. The one that's going to join in later on, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And hey, man, it's Pat's Nation, man. Ken's Pat Start Picture Podcast. Make sure y'all subscribe, man. Please subscribe. Help me get these numbers up because by the time August, September roll around, I do want to start doing some live, some watch parties. So that's my goal is to get these subscribers up, man. Start doing shows. I'm gonna be. I promise you this time, I'm gonna be a whole lot more consistent. My goal is the off season at least about 3 live streams a week, about 3 a week. It's gonna be tough going in about May, June because it's gonna be like the dead time in the NFL. But like right now, February, the rest of this month, March, April, it's kind of grind time, man, because it's gonna be a lot of news coming out. I'm gonna be out here to break it for you first, man. A lot of news, a lot of things about to be going on. So, hey, the NFL, the season is officially over, but it's never over because there's always stuff going on in the NFL. Always gonna be stuff going on. So, hey, I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be your first source. Hey, I appreciate all y'all joining me. Appreciate the ones going to join in later on. Make sure you like, you share, and subscribe. And let's go. All right, now appreciate y'all. Ken's Pat Stop Pat's Nation. Appreciate it.